You have a wealth of sales enablement experience across so many amazing companies. And I'd love to kind of take a step back and just talk a little about sales enablement more broadly. And like, first, maybe kind of a dumb question is like, how do you even define sales enablement?
Such a good question. I feel like it also, when I talk to other sales enablers, it's like, it's different depending on who you talk to. For me specifically, I know I'm doing my job well if revenue is going up and cost of sale is going down. And I think if RevOps is the process makers and they're driving efficiencies, enablement is the effectiveness that's doing the magic to drive effectiveness. So I think about it in like three buckets. I think of it as the first bucket being like having a team that's your business partner, right? And so having someone that's mapped to each segment or each part of the business, and they're really there to listen to what are the problems, what are the themes, what's working, what's not, and kind of communicating about resources or planning training that needs to happen, and building out the accountability with the sales leaders to make sure that that happens. And then there's the platform enablement team, which is your tech stack, your content management solution, your LMS solution, and making sure like that the enablement team is running the same process, has the Lego pieces to build the solution to drive that effectiveness. And then the last piece is program management. So like onboarding is a huge program to build and sustain and to make sure that we're improving ramp quarter over quarter. Same with go-to-market plays. So there's just lots of different levels and parts to enablement.
It's a really helpful framework. And I kind of want to go through each of these things and dive a little bit deeper. Maybe let's start with sales training, because I know that's a big part of it. Like, what makes a great sales training program? And like, how do you think about the balance of live training, either in person or on a Zoom call, or more of like on-demand training? You mentioned like LMS systems where it's like, hey, go watch a bunch of these videos and learn and come back to us. Like, how do you think about kind of what's better?
You know, I've talked to so many salespeople over the years, and not a lot of them love spending hours on an LMS, which doesn't surprise me. Like, they're people. So, I use the LMS as like a primer, and it shouldn't be like more than 8 minutes of their time going through something. And it's to prep them for a live training, giving them a little bit of context before they come to learn a brand new motion or a brand new persona, or a brand new part of the product. So I think about that first from like a on-demand, and then to go into like live training and what good sales training to me looks like is actionable, right? Like if we're meeting in person, it's because they need to practice something. They need to be doing something differently than they have been before. And the best enablement gives them actionable pieces to walk away with. So I can give you an example. We did some embedded analytics training recently at Sigma, and the sales team walked away with a list of accounts that they could go after with brand new messaging that they could use for their outbound. And so that way our managers could be looking at, okay, did they work that account? Did our messaging work? And how many SQLs did we get? That to me is like actually pushing enablement to have a lower bar of entry for the sellers to actually go and do the stuff we want them to go and do. So I try to remove the friction for sellers with sales training.
I love that story. And maybe a question for like other founders out there as well is like, when do you actually bring on a dedicated sales enablement person? Because I'm doing a lot of that sales enablement myself right now. We have like a 3-person sales team. Like, at what point in kind of a company's life cycle do you think, all right, it's time to bring on a proper function for sales enablement?
When you feel like you've got product market fit, because that's when you're going to want to go and pour gasoline on the fire, right? And to pour gasoline on the fire, you need someone that's going to help you scale. And typically I find that like enablement gets brought in too late into that journey. And so then they have no time to build. And for those people that fall in that situation, it's the tugboat first before trying to build the cruise ship. So that would be my advice. The moment you feel like I've got product market fit, I'm going to go pour gas on this fire, you need enablement there with you.